12 and Under is powered by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Office of the Prime Minister Sport and Culture Fund, TTT Limited, Creamery Novelties, the National Petroleum Marketing Company of Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills, and Radio Shack.
Dance with you.
Love to play.
Yeah.
Love to jump. Go ahead.
You see me,
a woman. Happy when money in my hand.
Cause I don't got no time
for no worries.
I don't got no time for no stressing.
I got love
Fun on the mind.
So I'm ready to go on the road.
And on the stage.
On the stage.
on the stage, everybody sing.
I come out to live my life.
Oh yeah.
Live my life. Play a mass and live my life. I'm the happiest man alive.
Come out to live.
My life.
Oh yeah.
Live my life. Play a mass and live my life.
All the help we sing this part. Somebody say,
Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, eh, eh, eh. Live my life.
I said,
Live my life.
somebody say,
Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, eh, eh, eh. Live my life.
live my life.
Okay, Tim.
This is a round of applause, yeah. We got it. We got it.
Okay, guys, the stage is set. The performers are getting in the zone and we are making history.
Indeed.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the show we've all been waiting for, 12 and Under, the grand finale. It's been a wild and exciting ride, but we made it. And without a doubt, my co-pilots, Johanna and Tim, have made it so much more fun. And Johanna?
Yes, well, we are always so happy and so excited to be here. We've brought the final show to where? San Fernando. Yes. Sapa, are you ready for an evening of tremendous talent?
Well, I hope you are. I hope you guys are, because, as you know, this isn't just any ordinary talent show. This is an extraordinary platform where young people 12 years and under get to showcase their skills and learn valuable tools that would help them to grow personally and artistically.
Of course, it's all about making a difference and transforming lives. So very soon, we're going to experience an important chapter in the story of 8 youngsters. They've made it to the finals of the first season of the new 12 and Under reboot, and they'll remember this day for the rest of their lives. These are your 12 and Under finalists. Debri Sipasad, Olivia Reese,
Send down thy blessings on our land, O God, and make us free. Let love and wisdom lead our hearts to dwell in unity.
Maya Murrell,
No matter what you're going through, remember God is using you.
Jalea Charles,
I will be the change I want to see, making a better TNT.
Janaya Clark,
My calypso, heading for stardom real quick, because this is world music.
Jaden Roberts, Jaden Phillip, Mikhail Pike.
This is my quest to follow that song.
What a remarkable cast. I remember the first day I saw each one of them. They've been putting in the work, perfecting their craft, and now, after all the preparation, it's time to put their practice to the test. I can't say this enough, and of course, I may sound like a broken record, but I'm so proud of these young people. They've grown so much throughout the series, and it is not going unnoticed. So now they're in a position where other young children are looking up to them. It's a position that many don't ask for, but a position that can be thrust upon you. Of course, much like the role of any hero.
And Joanna?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
really true. Heroes can be found anywhere. Really, I think they can be any age and come from any walk of life. And it's sharing their stories, from sharing all of their stories, that young people can learn what qualities it takes to be a hero and what heroism really means, right?
Qualities like courage, humility, and strength. Now listen up, guys. My hero in the industry has always been this gentleman right here, Marshall Montano.
We know
As you guys can tell, right? But growing up, Auntie V, who are some of your heroes?
I'm thinking Ella Andel, Winston Bailey, The Mighty Shadow. I love those.
And I feel like I've kind of come full circle right now because I remember growing up watching Uncle Morris Connor play the piano on 12 and Under and being so inspired by his versatility on the instrument and his humility and kindness. I think I would say he's one of my heroes.
Yes, and today, our 8 finalists will be paying tribute to their heroes with one of their 2 performances.
Of course, that's in line with our theme for today, our heroes honoring our past and present. Those performances are coming up in a few, but first we have to meet some really important people, our esteemed judges. So joining us today are Brian London, veteran calypsonian and ex-tempo champion.
Round of applause.
Dr. Leah Brown. Dr. Leah Brown, mezzo-soprano and assistant professor at the Academy for the Performing Arts, UTT.
Hip hip.
Fareed Carvalho Massman, actor, performer, playwright, and all-round creative.
Parade.
Arthur Lewis, writer, director, producer, and theater coach.
Excellent, excellent.
And Anthony Woodruff, senior instructor of music at the University of Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome, judges. It's great to have you here with us again.
All right, so just one question for one judge. I'm going to address this to Mr. Cavallo. What are you looking forward to seeing here today?
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the discipline of the actual performance, and I want to also see stagecraft. I want them to see the command of the stage. I got a chance today to witness the rehearsal, and I was blown away. I think these performers have evolved, and I also want to thank the producers of this show because it's giving these young kids, our future generation, a real platform to showcase their God-given talent. So really, I think a round of applause to the producers of this show.
And I want to ask Arthur Lewis if he has any words of wisdom for our performers backstage, any little words of encouragement, whatever.
Just be comfortable with your craft, your skill. You're here, you have reached, but even though you have reached the final, this is the beginning of a whole new career. So I'm looking forward to the future of Trinidad and Tobago on this stage here today.
Guys, when we get back, we'll kick things off with our tribute performances, and I know you don't want to miss that. So, Joanna, take us to break. What you playing?
What you playing there? Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes.
You know this one?
Yeah, I do.
You want to sing it for
For
me?
the love of the culture.
Can you feel the love that's in the air?
Hey.
Dancing, moving, moving in the air. Na 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 na
Yeah, feeling the vibe, feeling the energy. I'm surrounded, guys, and being surrounded by supportive people is a key element to building confidence, establishing self-esteem, and improving social skills in young people. Here's a special message for Maya.
Hi, I am Yancy. I am Maya's mom, my beautiful anointed daughter of dance. Maya, I just would like to thank you because I am so proud to be your mom. You always do your best. You put God first. You remember all that I've taught you. And from this point forward, just remember that whatever happens, you are my superstar.
From all kinds of sources, and all of them still can't kill me now. You see, as them sink me under ice, so ride out the storm, them just like a boat. So as they box me down, so I get up. They have to wonder how others get up. And every crack I see, I just see through. And by the help of God, I just get through. I just won't stop. I feel like hope. Move any mountain, I trample any building like hope. Things does come before blessings, but we have to be patient, yeah. Weeping and mourning in the night, but joy in the morning. But we just have to endure. You see, God, the way no night come, so you don't really need to lie down. Them say what was around comes right back around. I go wait until my time come. So from sun up straight to sunset, you could catch I bust in a sweat. I must climb out. I feel like hope. But he gave us the strength and the will and the power and the courage to handle our problems through him. So on the count of four, I want everybody step on their problems. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trample them, trample them, trample them, trample them, and handle them.
Well done, Maya.
Thank you.
A very energetic performance. Maya looks lovely, eh? Judges, what do you have to tell Maya this afternoon?
Hi, Maya, how are you?
Good.
Well, I must tell you, I think your creativity and depicting of this song with that visual was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
You were on point. Your exuberance and the embodiment of your character of this dance piece, my heart was skipping with joy. You were a pleasure to watch, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Hi, Maya.
Hi.
I have the pleasure of witnessing a very talented young lady. And sitting here, I wish I was your parent. I'd stand up and make plenty noise. You're indeed very gifted. You're a very strong performer. And you execute all your extensions and so on very well. All your twists and your turns and your points on point. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges, and thank you, darling. Thank you. So moving right along, here's a message for a wonderful young man, Kale Pike, our second performer.
fans. I am Latoya Drew, the mother of the incomparable Kale Pike. I just want to take this opportunity to thank the entire 12 and under team for this amazing opportunity. The journey has been marvelous. For you, Kale, I am so proud of you. Daddy is so proud of you. Grandpa, Grandma, they are all so proud of you. Your cousins, your friends, your school, your teachers, we are all so proud of you. Keep pursuing your dreams. You know that with God first, everything is possible thereafter. I love you. You are amazing.
Watching the day unfold. Cha-cha works is wonderful. It's something to behold. But if you love life as much as I do, put something in the unity. And you love cha as much as I do, put something in the unity. Hands up, everybody hands up, everybody hands up. Everybody, let me see your hands up. Everybody, hands up. Everybody, hands up. Everybody. Raise a glass, take a toast. Wave your hands from coast to coast. Take out the phone, take a pose. Life is the utmost. Raise a glass, take a toast. Wave your hands from coast to coast. Take out the phone, take a pose. Life is the greatest thing I'll sing. Life is the greatest. Life is the greatest. Life is the greatest, life is the greatest thing I'll see. Life is the greatest, life is the greatest, life is the greatest, life is the greatest thing I'll see. Take a look around you, front and look behind you, yours is everywhere. Take a look around you, front and look behind you, yours is everywhere. But if you love life as much as I do, put something in the air now. And if you love ya as much as I do, put something in. Let me see your hands up, everybody hands up, everybody hands up, everybody. Let me see your hands up, everybody, everybody hands up, everybody. When I say everybody, you say hands up. Hey! Everybody, 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 everybody.
Listen, Kale is showing us his versatility here today. I'm sure the judges were moving. Judges?
Yes, Kale, you really did. I didn't know you could bring it like that. Congratulations on making it this far.
Thank you.
Yes, very well. Very good. You know, when you're singing soca, you have to have the ability to actually spit. You know, plenty more than when you're just singing the calypso, right? You know that? So that's what we have to work on from now on, spitting it out. But you had the energy.
Yes.
You definitely have the energy. And I hope you continue doing exactly as you do, entertaining us like that.
Kale, where you going?
Energy, and it's that. I'm sure that Blacks would be so proud of you. You did justice. Let's give Kale a round of applause. I'm sure Blacks will be smiling right now. Right? As Dr. Brown said, when you're doing soca music, it takes a bit more times when you know to rest, and times when to sing, and times when to put out, and times when to put in. And as you grow, you'll get that. But very energetic performance, and I see you still have more energy than going around already. Right? But I also like the engagement with the audience at the end of the performance. I think that was well executed.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So, well done. Congratulations on making it this far. Well done. Blacks should be proud. Yeah, man.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, KL. Thank you. Oh my. I think our opening performers are onto something. I mean, thanks so much to the late Blacks for his contribution to our culture and our carnival. We really miss him. I wonder if we could dedicate Carnival 2023 to Blacks, boy. What do you think? But for now, let's take a short break, and we'll come back in a few. Don't move, eh? Don't move at all.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Make some noise for me, please. Yeah. All right, that is it. Welcome back, everybody. As we continue on with our tribute segment, we have to acknowledge our sponsors and partners, because without them, none of this would be possible. And they are the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, the Office of the Prime Minister, Sport and Culture Fund, Creamery Novelties, the National Petroleum Marketing Company of Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills, Radio Shack, Lifetime Solutions, Piranha International, Natanical Beauty Spa, and of course, Signpost Limited. Give them a round of applause, everybody. Yeah. All right. So in case you're wondering, what are the prizes? Hear what these prizes are now, ladies and gentlemen. I feeling to go back in time and be 12 and under myself, because the top 3 performers from this show get one of the following. The grand prize, a trip for 3 to Disney, or $50,000. Make some noise for that. Yes. Second place gets a trip for 3 to Barbados, or $25,000. Make some noise for that. And of course, third place will walk away with a trip to one of my favorite Caribbean islands, Grenada, or $15,000. Make some noise for that. Yes. Some really great prizes right there. And now, we move on to our next performer. He is in line to take home one of those. His name is none other than Jadon Roberts. Jadon. Like you walk with the army. Here's a message directly for Jadon.
Hi everyone, I'm Jadon Roberts' mom, and I would really like to tell him congratulations for reaching thus far in the finals. Go get them, Jadon. Do your best. You know you've worked hard for this. Your sister, your brother, your cousins, church, everyone, we're all rooting for you. Dad says all the best. We love you.
favorite songs now leaving. Jaden has a whole fan club, of course, because he's from San Fernando. So how was that for you?
This was very fun. I loved it.
You all notice that Jaden is almost taller than I am because I have on heels right now? Almost, just a tad bit.
Yes.
Judges, over to you.
Hi, Jaden.
Hi.
So let me say it was an enjoyable performance, and Not Leaving is a great song. But because we're instrumentalists, we don't have the words. So what we need to do is we need to add interest. So after you've established what the melody is. So you see the way that you ended that piece with the little flourish? I would have loved for that to have come a little bit earlier. And you could have done a little bit more with the piece. But it's clear to hear that you have fantastic technique and you have good rhythm and good time and everything like that. I have one quick question for you. What musicians do you listen to? Who's your favorite pianist, or are you checking out anybody that does what you're doing?
I mostly listen to classical music, and I don't necessarily have a favorite pianist, but my favorite composer was Franz Liszt, a Hungarian composer about 200 years ago who composed some of the most difficult piano pieces in the world. So,
okay. So quick suggestion. Check out the piano girl, Johanna. Check out what she does, because what you're doing in the competition is right up her alley. You always need to look for musicians that do what you do. But fantastic performance.
Thank you.
Yes, Jaden. I have the same comments about Anthony in terms of your energy. Your technique is excellent. You could have done a little bit more in terms of improvisation from verse to verse, because that's what we do, you know, with pan and so on. You state it and then you restate it in different ways. I love that you love Liszt. And you know what I would like you to do? I would like you to imagine what Liszt would have done with a calypso like that, and see what you come up with.
Okay.
You would find a lot of interesting things happening when you do things like that. Okay? But good luck and congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, judges, and thank you, Sando boy. Thank you so much, Jaden. Up next is the wonderful dancer, Sabri Sipasad. Sabri, Sabri, here's a message just for you.
Hi, my name is Richie, and I am Sabri's dad. Sabri, you are doing a great and magnificent job in 12 and under. Here we are at the finals. I just want to say that together with mommy, sister, and I, we want to wish you best of luck in the finals, and we love you very much.
I've come so far from where I began. Miss the sound of the waves, the breeze on my skin. Wish that I could be back in my homeland, singing show me the road and I'll be right there. I'd do anything to feel the wind in my hair. I'd go far as it takes and I won't even care. I'll sing
start. Get ready, day. Set a bong start. Me three on the way. We lining up, ready to charge ahead. Forward is not enough. I want you to jump up. Trample the ground now. We headed to downtown. Get all on the railing. So much woman are training. Follow the big song.
are so wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, such an expressive dancer. Oh my.
Thank
I tell you that all the time. Judges, over to you, over to you.
Well, well, your unique presentation, your embodiment of the character, your commitment, and I mean, you're really committed.
Thank you.
Last week, I was privy to see you do your style of dancing. But when those gold-winged characters came out and you bust out in a Marshall Montano dance, I say, well, yes.
Bust out.
I mean, you really did. You bust out, you know, and your energy, it's so infectious. And the way you connect to your crowd. And I always tell young people, anybody could learn technique, you know. But you see star quality, that little star, you're gifted. And not every talented person has that star quality. And you have it, girl.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So everything that Fareed just said, I'm almost speechless. I think you've come clear in your mind that you've come to win this competition. And I mean, I don't want to sell out my fellow judge, but you brought some tears to Arthur's eyes.
You did.
And for me, I'm sat here with my mouth open because that presentation, it was so singular. Like, whoever works with you in terms of the creativity of what you do, that is a really, really special team.
It's her mommy.
Yeah, like, amazing. Really, really, really well done. Thank you for your presentation.
Auntie V, I know I'm supposed to only talk once, but I know I'm just enthralled with her. I must say, when I was growing up and I started in this industry, my granny always told me, practice makes perfect. And I'm telling you, I could see that she is so committed. I'm sure she practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. And we could see it.
Day and
The
night.
judges, yeah. So practice makes perfect, you know? Don't take your craft for granted. So again, hats off to your mom, hats off to you. And again, we were saying, now we could tell that you are going to use this platform and we're going to see you in greater and bigger things. Just keep your head on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, judges. And thank you very much, Sadie.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Dad.
Hui!
She make me jump, you know. Just, I think we're over to Joanna now.
Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, young people of Trinidad and Tobago, I am just amazed by these superstars. What about you all? Okay, so we have 4 performances down already and 4 more to go. I feel like this day is going by so quickly. I have really, really enjoyed my time here at 12 and Under. What a journey. I've been having such a great time with all of the performers backstage, talking to them and getting to know them, learning a thing or two about them. Like last week, Sabri taught me a dance move. I think it was like something like that. I don't know how well I did it. But I want to say a huge thank you to our sponsors for seeing the importance of a platform like this and putting your investment in the youth of the nation. Up now is steel panist Jaden Phillip. But before his performance, Jaden, here's a message just for you.
My name is Jason Phillip, the proud father of Jaden Phillip, instrumentalist from Tobago. Jaden, you have made us extremely proud. The whole family and everybody from Tobago is backing at you. Congratulations on your achievements so far and go forward onwards.
Listen, you only see Jaden jacket. Man, really, really wonderful. Judges, Jaden waited.
Wow. Jaden, I think at this point, we're in the finals. We all know that all of the contestants have great command of their craft, but it's that little extra. And I think your ability to play your instrument, but also engage in it and convey that you are comfortable and enjoying what you're doing is something that is not something that we see so often with younger performers. I think you perform like someone who's been playing for many, 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 many years.
Yes.
A fantastic performance.
Well, I apologize. I want to stand up. Yeah, I apologize. Let me get another round of applause to the seat, man. Yeah. Pure energy, pure vibes, and there's a total oneness with you, with your instrument, with the stage, with the audience. I can't even see no separation between you and your instrument, and what you're doing is just you in one, in sync, in a total vibes. So I just want to applaud you on what you did today and tell you, you bring tears to my eyes too. It's right here, this afternoon here. So Jaden, there's a difference between somebody who's talented and somebody who is gifted. And youth man, you're gifted. Trust me, you're gifted. Well done.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Jaden. Stay here with me. It's time for a short break, and we'll be right back with our final 3 tribute performances.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, you know what we do. Round of applause, make some noise. That's it. We are back. How is everybody feeling today? Are they feeling electric like me? Say yeah. All right. Well, guess what? Right now, I just want to take some time out to send some love to our flagship partner, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, and Minister, the Honorable Mr. Randall Mitchell. Give him a round of applause, please. Thank you for seeing the importance of this show, where talented young people, like our next performer, Janaya Clark, gets to showcase. Look at that! That is it. A matter of fact, we have a special message for Janaya coming up right now.
My name is Amrit Turet. I'm Janaya Clark's mom. I just wanted to know that we are all proud of her. She's a fun-filled, highly spirited child, and I know she'll do well today in the finals. She has moved so many obstacles in her life and continue moving mountains. We love you and we are proud of you.
Bring down the power of love, I say. Bring down the power. The power of love, I say, is the greatest power. Stop hell and damnation. Bring down the power. Love to heal our nation is the greatest power. A wind of destruction is blowing over this land. And all the earth is a trembling with man's oppression.
Janaya, with her tribute to Ella, bring down the power. And here now, when Janaya came today, she says to me, Auntie V, I have live drummers. And I have live background singers. Judges, talk to Janaya.
Hi, Janaya. You are beautiful. You are beautiful. I wish Mother Ella were here to hear you sing that song. She would have loved it. She really, really would have loved it.
Yes.
You love Ella's music, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, and I could see you growing up to be somebody like Ella.
My mommy said that you really want to sing the song, and I said, yes, this was like my favorite song I wanted to sing.
Yes. And I could tell that. You could see it in you. We really, really love you, okay? So you go ahead and you keep on doing exactly what you do. You're on the right path.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Shania.
Hi.
So, for anybody that's ever seen Ella perform, they know that she has this unexplainable energy that she transmits. And I get that you have that same kind of conviction when you perform. And that is the mark of a true Kaisonian. So, if this is something that you want to do, keep doing it because you have everything that it takes to be great.
Okay,
And you're
thank you.
already a fantastic performer. You're amazing. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. Thank you. So before we head to our next performer, Julia Charles, here's a message just for you.
Hi 12 and Under fans, I am Julia's mommy and I'm here to congratulate you, Julia, on a job well done on reaching the finals. I want to let you know that today and any other day, that a bend in the road is not the end of the road. Love you. Mwah.
Crying, crying, crying. Lord God. Voices from the ghetto singing Sandra now gone. A humble R.I.P. She saw the breakdown in our society. For Calypso, she's our hero. But let me stop fighting for scraps with the cockroach. 100 to 20 to 90. No, it's not an auction. 300, 330, 463. You think I'm a rule? Well, 500 plus is our murder toll. Chain snatched in broad daylight, and everything people square up to fight. Endless shooting on George Street, bullet wounds to treat. The capital of pain, our city, port of Spain. Oh, it doesn't stop there. The murders are everywhere. Money heists in South, murder in Plymouth, bars raided in the East, and babies dying in the West. The age to get a bullet is baby to elderly. There's no unread treaty. Singing Sandra, see? Super music, shatter the silence. Have need to conquer the violence. So I stand here saying, I am the difference. I am the future of change. I am young. I am black. I am educated. I am destined to be great. I am Julia Charles, your future magistrate.
That piece was wonderful. That's you and mommy again? Yes. Yes, Julia and her mommy they write these pieces. Whoa. Whew. Let's hear.
Julia. What a commanding performance. You owned the stage, you owned the lyrics, you commanded the attention of everybody present here today. Am I correct? Yeah. And that comes with some work, that comes with commitment, that comes with dedication, that comes with belief, all of which you have. And I really want to congratulate the people who would have worked with you and who would have supported you throughout this journey. Just one caution as you move forward. Sometimes your diction is important. So it is important that some parts of it you have to work on so that the clarity, so that every single word, I mean, we heard most of it. I did understand most of it, but some parts you just have to work a little harder, and that will make you the performer that nobody else could touch. Trust me.
Yeah. I have to echo the sentiments of my fellow judge. I think it was a very commanding performance. What I liked about it most is the play on your words, the city of pain, Port of Spain, and using references from singing Sandra's song, Harmony to Conquer the Violence. It shows that you're doing some research and that you're in tune with what you're speaking about. I think you had everyone listening, a message that is so timely, a crime situation, and young people who seem to be, in the eyes of many, going astray. But today, you shone a positive light on young people with aspirations and wanting to be something and aspiring to be something, and you did that today. So I hope to see you, my future magistrate. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for the comments, and thank you, Jalea. Thank you. That's it for our first segment of performances. Let's hear it for our performers. I'm sure you all have your favorites, but right now we have to take a short pause and we'll be back in a flash. You won't want to miss the second part of today's show, so trust me, stay put, okay? So guys, we have some bad news. Our final performer, Olivia, isn't feeling too well. We know she has her friends and family here, and we just really want to apologize on behalf of, but of course we know that's how it goes.
Yes, that's how it goes sometimes. You know, with the nerves and the performance, plus, a matter of fact, we were told that she was not feeling that well last night, but she still made an extreme effort to make it down here today to perform for us.
So let's
So
give
everybody, please give her a round of applause.
Let's give Olivia Reese.
Right now, all right? For all her supporters who are here, I just want you all to say one thing for me on 3. Say, Olivia, we love you.
Olivia,
That is it, yes.
Good energy. So it's so wonderful to have all of you here with us. I'm having a great time. How about you all?
How about you?
What about you two?
I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying myself here. Joanna, what about you?
I am having an amazing time witnessing the talent of these young stars. And it is so important to pay tribute to those who have gone before us, to honor our heroes, both past and present.
Of course, most definitely. I see some real heroic qualities in these youngsters performing for us today. I have to say that they're so brave. Their bravery is admirable and extremely commendable. So well done to all of the young ones, including Olivia.
Yes.
We're about to begin our second segment, and I am super excited. So no delays, we're heading right into it.
Now, we visited our first performer, Maya Murrell, at her home in the hills of Eleventh, where we got to know her a little better. Let's head straight to that video right now.
My time being on 12 and under, well, it was an exhilarating experience. I got to learn about new and different cultures. I made new friends. I met a lot of new people, such as Auntie Crystal, Uncle Christoph, and the camera crew. It was amazing. I think that I would win the 12 and under competition because I've been dancing since I was 3 for over 8 years, and it would be like I've been preparing for this moment for my whole life, and it would be amazing to win that kind of money because next year I will be attending the New York Film Academy to master my arts in singing, dancing, and acting. I would like to say thank you to my mom for all the support, to my brothers for standing there late in night during practice, to Candice Clark from the Candice Clark Academy of Dance, all my supporters and Mr. J, and good luck to all my competitors on their future endeavors, and I wish you all the best.
Homelessness is a grave issue in our beautiful twin islands of Trinidad and Tobago, and its eradication is imperative. And so today, I plead with our leaders in our nation's watchwords, spoken by the late great Dr. Eric Williams. If we as a people work together, we can aspire to achieve this, and always remember to put God Almighty first, because the battle is the Lord's.
There's no pain, Jesus can't feel, no hurt he cannot heal. All things work according to his perfect will. No matter what you're going through, remember God is using you, for the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. There's no sadness Jesus can't feel, and there is no sorrow that he cannot heal. For all things work according to the Master's holy will. No matter what you're going through, remember that God is only using you, for this battle is not yours, it's the Lord.
Maya, you dance with everything. You're tired now?
Yeah.
I know you will be. Judges, some feedback for Maya, please.
Maya, oh my gosh. There is so much theater in what you presented. I'm not sure if to watch the technique, if to watch the message, if to listen to the words, because there is so much to see and feel and interpret with what you presented. I mean, there is power in what you did. And I really want to commend you on the work that would have gone into this piece. Yeah, I tried to listen to the words of the song, but I got a different set of words when you were dancing because the dance spoke to me.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that you touched my heart, you touched my soul, you touched my spirit. And that is what dance is supposed to do. And you did it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Maya, Maya, Maya. I think your both performances were really good, but in particular, this performance, I know, put you a cut above the rest. I always respect dancers. I come from an actor's point of view. Actors, we can talk, we can actually open our mouth and say a word. I'm angry, I'm upset. But dancers have to emote. They cannot speak. They have to use their body, their eyes, their legs, their extensions, their entire body as their tool. And you aced it. Your emotions and your extensions, as I said, as my fellow judge said, I was totally blown away with emotion. And I wasn't even sure how you fused the theatrical with the dance. But again, you did it, and that's all I care about. Round of applause to Maya, please, you all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Maya. Thank you. Thank you. So now let's check out young Cale Pike at his school, the Athenian Pre-Secondary School.
My time being on Nanda was very interesting. I enjoyed interacting with Marshall Montano and meeting new friends. I think I should win because it would make my parents proud, my school proud, my whole family proud. I would like to say to the others, if you are hearing this message, I will always remain there for you. I would say great job to the other contestants as well.
When I am numb and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdens beat, then I am still and waiting in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk in stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. Raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk in stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
right. Kale once told me that he's been singing for 30 years.
Don't recommend that. Don't recommend that.
Judges.
Good performance overall. I'm not sure if you were hearing the piano at the start of or the beginning of the performance, because there's a bit of disconnect between yourself and the piano in terms of the keys. So it kind of threw you off through the performance. I like the additions of the presentation and what you did in terms of coming out and the change of outfits and that kind of stuff. I like that about the performance. It added another dynamics to the performance. So just about listening at times as you go forward to the keys before you start to sing. All right, but overall, good performance. Well done. Congrats on reaching the finals. All right,
Thank you.
Yes, Caleb, I have to agree with Mr. London. At the beginning, you didn't seem to be hearing. Can you tell me, were you hearing the track?
Yes.
You were? Because you were not in the same key at the beginning of the song. You eventually found it, which is the mark of a good musician. You eventually found it, and so I know it's not that you weren't capable, but you really have to tune in at the beginning, especially when you're using tracks, to make sure that you're in the right place. But you have a beautiful voice, so I want to encourage you to keep on singing, keep on doing what you love. All right?
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Brown and Brian, and thank you, Kale.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This boy. We visited our next performer, Jaden Roberts, at his home in San Fernando. Jaden, you didn't have to come too far today, right? So guys, here's a little bit more about Jaden.
My time and experience on 12 and under was very fun. I have met a lot of people. I have met lots of popular people like Marsha Montano, and I am very excited for what comes next. During the mentoring session, one of the mentors mentioned to be very energetic while you're playing, and that has taught me how to play for my future performances. I think I should win the competition because I have put in a lot of work for this competition, and I think that my work should pay off in a very full manner.
Jaden is a showman. A real showman. Feedback, judges.
Hi, Jaden. So I want to start by congratulating you on, as Auntie V said, your showmanship. You were certainly able to tell us a story with your hats and your gestures and things like that. Now what you have to do is make sure that the arc of your music also demonstrates that accurately. You had some issues with some of your transitions from one piece to another, and even within the sections of one song, your transitions were not always too clear, so we couldn't feel where you were going. Do you work out these arrangements yourselves? Or?
Yes, I do, actually.
All right. Yes, so I can tell that. You need to get some more help at your stage to work out an arrangement. Make sure somebody with piano experience is able to help you say, well, this part should go like this, and we should transition using particular kinds of devices, okay? Because it takes a while to build up that knowledge base to do arrangements well. But I want to congratulate you on your effort and your ability to understand that there's a story in every piece that you play, because there is.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, Jaden. So I want to echo what Dr. Brown said. And I don't know if you remember when I asked in the first round if you listened to a lot of piano players, because listening helps a lot. It gives you clear ideas, and when you check out what other people are doing, it gives you something to work off of. So for me, I think you need to consider what you're doing with the sustain pedal, especially when you have a lot of low notes, because when those low notes start to resonate, it sounds pretty muddy and it's not clear. Also, with your phrasing, The Entertainer is a pretty rhythmic song that has a drive. So when you push and pull that much, it loses the intent. But I will say, like I said before, you have really, really wonderful technique, and you're an excellent musician. And I know this show, as with all of the other finalists, this is just one step along the path to being excellent musicians and entertainers and artists. So well done.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you. Jaden has a fan club. This show is living up to and even exceeding any expectations we may have had. Thank you to everyone who came out, and to everyone viewing from the comfort of their homes or wherever you may be. Thank you. Let's take a little break, and when we come back, more performances.
I'll smile what it takes to fool this town. I'll do it till the sun goes down and all through the night time.
My experience, like being in 12 and under, is I get the opportunity to meet other kids who is just talented as me. I get the opportunity to go and visit the Carnival Museum, the Diwali Nagar, and most of all, I get to meet the 12 and under production team, which made me very happy. I think I should all win the competition because the judges only had positive things to say and I had great talents. The one thing that I may tell is that follow your dreams and work hard because they are worth the chase.
You just got a sneak peek into Sabri's day at school at the Montrose ASP Vidic. Now let's take in a performance, a dance to Mysore Jati. Sabri, I need you to remind me how old you are.
I am 10 years old.
Can you all imagine Sabri at 20? Judges, feedback for Sabri.
Sabri, your ability to get into character is remarkable.
Thank you.
Because there's a level of focus that you're with it from the time you start performing. It's in the face, it's in the smile, it's in all the movements. And I think that we are blessed to witness you at this point, because we all know that, as Auntie V said, in the next 10 years, the next 15 years, we know that you are going to be great. So thank you.
You're welcome.
What do I say for this one? Well, I must tell you, I definitely think you have star quality and star potential.
Thank you.
I don't know, this one I did not feel the enthusiasm, I didn't feel your energy. Yes, your technique was amazing. Yes, you smiled. Yes, you connected with the audience. Yes, I was mesmerized by looking at you. But I felt in the first one, I don't know if it's because you're bust out like Marshall, but I found your energy and your enthusiasm for this piece was not what I thought it would have been. And also, too, as a performer, you have to be very mindful of props. Props could upstage you, or props could work for you. In your first performance, the props worked. I think in this performance, the style of dance and the music, I mean, you barely were on the actual steps for 2 seconds. So I think that distracted me from watching you on stage. So be mindful for your next show, whether it's in Las Vegas, whether you're selling out in New York, be very mindful about the props you use, okay? Because we're here to see you, not the props.
Thank you, judges, and thank you, Sabri. Sabri.
All right, look at the time, ladies and gentlemen, look at the time. Can you believe that we are halfway through our second set of performances already? Or you can believe that? Look at that, man. That is it. Yes, and we must say thank you to all our sponsors. Your contribution is invaluable. And a very, very special thank you goes out to Mr. Simon Abood of Signpost Limited for building this beautiful set right here. Give him a round of applause, please. And of course, keep that energy going for Mr. Dave Cooper, who designed it. Give him a round of applause as well. Nice. Thank you, guys. And then the voice of my mentor, if he was up here, he would have said, yes, the set is best. Look at that set, I'm telling all you. All right, enough, Tim. Next up, we've visited the Sister Isle, and we've caught up with Jadon Phillip at his home in the Panyard in Black Rock, where he hones his skills. Let's go to a little video that is specially for Jadon.
This is something natural. You know, some people that's born naturally, have talent naturally. He have a natural talent for the pan.
Jadon Phillip, at the age of 3, he was so into the steel pan.
I believe he should win this competition because he's a hard worker. When it's coming to clean pan, he's a hard worker. He takes the pan very serious.
We here are rooting for him, catching Jammers love, and we are here to support Jadon all the way through his life in the steel band movement.
Supporting Jadon Phillip for 12 and under 2022. Team Jadon!
Tobago is so proud of Jadon. So Jadon, let me ask you a question. Let's say I want to hire you one of these days to play with the band, with my band. You coming down?
Yeah, might.
Judges feedback for Jaden, please.
Yes, Jaden. My only thing is I would have liked to hear a little more of the improvisation because your rhythm, your choice of notes, your phrasing are all excellent. So I would have liked to hear a little bit more of it. That's really the only complaint. In terms of your presentation, again, you pay a lot of attention to the way you dress. And I keep saying, performance, it's not just about what you play, but it's how you present yourself in terms of, making sure that people get the visual as well. And it's about entertaining and making sure that people leave feeling good. And I think you've done very well. You've represented very well. So moving forward, I look forward to hearing much more from you.
Jaden, again, great performance. I think the hallmark of a great artist is choice of songs, and you have done that in terms of your selection that you're comfortable playing and that you can go out and execute. So that's one of the things that a great performer does, always choose the choice of songs that they know that they can go out and execute and that they can work around, right? All I have to say today is that I've always said, and I'm not ashamed to say, that I have to learn to play the national anthem on pan before my days on this earth is over. So I head into Tobago to teach me the national anthem on pan. But congratulations on being here. And I think for anybody who have seen you play during this 12 and Under series, I have to say that I have seen today, or throughout this series, that a star is born. Right?
Thank you, Brian and Tony. Thank you. And thank you very much, Jaden. Thank you. Janaya invited us to see what goes on at her dance school. We accepted the invitation, and here's what went down.
My experience on being on 12 and Under is that I enjoy meeting Marsha Montano and I love the shop at the Diwali Nagar.
Find the strength within your heart, and with love you'll find your part.
I think I deserve to win the competition because I worked really hard and I think all my skills paid off.
All we need is love to grow.
Thank you for your support. I love dance class and I get to learn new experience about dancing.
I'm done with yesterday, and I'm sure you'll find my
This love affair we had going sour. Things in the same light when we start. Because of your neglectful behavior, the time has come now for we to part. You shall never let the ways of evil dominate your soul and rule your mind. You must always remember when people treat you gentle, you don't treat them unkind. Boy, one day, I tell you one day you're going to crawl. One day, I tell you one day you're going to fall. One day you're going to cry. My God, you are joy. You took me for granted. Now we are parted. Like the old people say, you go pay for it one day. In the beginning, you're a treasure. I didn't find no fault with you at all. No, you're jealous, wicked and spiteful as ever. I hope you see the Honesty and truth is what you're teaching. Put more interest in and forget your evil scheme. Boy, one day, I tell you one day you're going to crawl. One day, I tell you one day you're going to fall. One day you're going to find you can't get me off your mind. Then you will wake up, too late to make up. Like the old people say, you go pay for it one day.
Yes, Janaya, yes. Well done, Janaya. Well done. How do you feel? How do you feel now that it's done?
Relieved and very proud of myself.
Oh, gosh. Relieved and very proud of herself. And I know the judges are proud of you too. Let's hear them.
I think your parents and everyone involved should be very, very happy and very proud of you. You've done amazingly well.
Thank you.
Choice of repertoire is such an important thing. And knowing, the audience is also helpful. For me, that song carried me back to when I was in primary school. And, this song would come on TTT. And I really, really enjoyed the performance. I think the song worked well with your voice.
Thank you.
And the high notes, it just floated. So keep doing what you're doing. I want to continue saying that because you have a real spark where it comes to delivering your story through music.
Thank you.
You are a wonderful musician. Your sense of pitch and style are great for somebody your age. So again, I want you to keep singing. Okay, who's your favorite singer?
Well, I don't really have a favorite singer.
Okay, so you are my favorite singer for today. Okay,
Janaya.
I really love your voice. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much, Janaya.
You're welcome.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Shanaya's a fan club. Guys, we take a break and come back with our final performance for the day. Stay tuned.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and today 7 talented young people are putting their skills on show with the hope to take home one of our top prizes, which are the grand prize, a trip for 3 to Disney or $50,000 in cash. Second place gets a trip for 3 to Barbados or $25,000. Yes. And third place will take home a trip for 3 to Grenada or $15,000. I'm so excited for these prizes. Are you guys that excited? Yes. Now, we have been collecting votes from our live studio audience since the semi-final round, and it's your turn as our final studio audience to vote for who will receive our special prizes. The special prizes are Best Vocal Performance, Best Dance, Best Instrumental Piece Performance with the biggest wow factor, the Best Cheer Team, the Best National Message, and the Best Dress or Costume. There are so many prizes up for grabs here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so be sure to fill out your ballots at the end of the show and deposit it into the box located close to our concession area. Look for one of the Bon Corp staff members. Right. So, up next is Miss Jalea Charles. Yeah. Jalea took us to school with her. Here's what happened when we visited her at Newtown Girls St. Patrick's RC School. To the video.
what are we counting in?
10.
So go ahead.
I enjoyed my time being in 12 and under competition. It was fun and I got to express myself and I got to say all kinds of poems. I wish that 12 and under never ends.
Things that I don't know when tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes.
I think I would win because I could express myself and I would be the one to say that all the murders is happening so I could change it all. I think that you should, whenever you make a mistake, just try again. It has never been this hard being 8 in Trinidad, waking up to packs, inflation, and endless tax. The rich, the middle class, the poor, status is no closed door. The big, the small, short or tall, that bullet affects us all. The gunpowder and heat leaves you with an unknown fate. There's no irony with being shot in a parking lot for a paved piece of road. Oh, I mean a parking spot. Trinidad and Tobago is losing its beauty cause crime affecting we. The raging Red Sea and countless R.I.P. No respect for the elderly, but believe it or not, this is our society. I want to help change our nation state, so I will become a magistrate. I will be the change I want to see, making a better TNT. So every day to God I pray, to live to see another day.
Listen, these chair teams, they come out hard this evening. They come out hard. So Julia was telling me a little earlier on that she was a little nervous, but nothing like that came through in the performance. How do you feel now?
Very nice, and I'm feeling excited to do another 12 and under.
Judges?
Julia, you have a very piercing voice and a very engaging voice. It holds you in position to listen to every word that you would have spoken. And again, your choices in terms of topics to put forward in terms of your poems, your monologues, are very real to everyone here. Crime is something that is affecting all of us. And everyone here could relate to what you would have said here today, right? I saw a bit more attempts to use the stage a bit more to cover some space, which was well done. So I congratulate you on this performance. Great.
Julia, as your cheering section said, mash up the place. It was well done, and I fear, here's my fear, that as I go forward in life, and I do something wrong, and I stand up before a magistrate like you, I go in down. But like you ain't playing. I paid close attention to the way you craft your lyrics and your narrative. It was so clear so poignant in terms of what happens in society today, things that we need to pay attention to. I would call you, Julia, the messenger.
Yes.
And you are indeed a messenger. And that is a powerful label I'm going to put on your head, because I'm looking forward to see what you're coming with next. Wherever you go, I'm looking for that name. And I want to congratulate you, use of space, use of your narrative, your choice of words, your costume, everything for me is on point. And clear this time, I heard every word. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Julia. Thank you very much. And just like that, we've come to the end of our performances. What a wonderful time we've had. We've seen some fantastic performances over the course of this show, and I'm thrilled to be part of this piece of history. The children have all made this worthwhile for me. Today, we honored our heroes, past and present, and that's something we've been doing throughout the series. Every time that we set foot on this stage and uttered the words 12 and under, we tipped our hats to Auntie Hazel, Uncle Maurice, and all the other youth performers who did it before. Thank you all, because you paved the way for us to be here today.
And we appreciate you. And of course, we appreciate our sponsors, the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, the Office of the Prime Minister, Sport and Culture Fund, Creamery Novelties, the National Petroleum Marketing Company of Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills, Radio Shack, Lifetime Solutions, Piranha International, Botanical Beauty Spa, and Signpost Limited. And of course, let us not forget our special sponsors who provided us with vouchers for those stars who did not make it into the finals. Yes, we had something for everybody here.
Yes.
And those are Sharon's Bookstore and Island Stationery. We definitely appreciate you. Yes. Special thank you to all our past contestants. You made history. Thank you for being part of the magic that made this show possible. It is our wish that you continue on your journey to stardom and that you've learned what it takes to excel in your craft. Do not, I repeat, everybody, do not ever give up. Look to seize every opportunity that you can.
For sure. And remember to keep it locked to TTT and our 12 and under Facebook and Instagram pages for all 12 and under related updates. Now, Tim, can I have a drum roll? Auntie V, I think there's some big information we still have to share. Is there?
So speaking of big news, I'm sure everyone here is waiting to know the results.
Yes.
Well, you'll have to wait just a little bit longer and tune in to the Now Morning Show on TTT tomorrow morning to find out everything that happened here today. Tomorrow you'll find out who the winners are for this season's 12 and under. I can't wait, and I know you can't wait as well. Big thanks to everyone who's contributed to the show. Thank you for being part of the legacy and the 12 and under family. Special thanks to my judges. Special thanks to the co-hosts, Tim and the piano girl, Johanna.
Yes, welcome.
And let's love to all our performers, your parents, your guardians, our mentors, thank you. The TTT crew, our live audience, and of course, viewers wherever you are. Thank you everyone for being with us, being here with us today. We appreciate you so much. Stay safe, stay well, until we meet again. I'm Auntie V, reminding you to walk in your truth. I love you too, all the time. Walk in your truth always. Take care.
And speaking of great performances, our closing performance features Fareed Cavallo and the dynamic Cavallo production team, who wowed, enchanted, and thrilled audiences this past August with their production of the locally written and produced play Aquatica, Life Under Maracas Bay. Here today with a performance piece from the production is Mr. Cavallo himself, right? He's here to bring all the energy with his team, giving us a glimpse of the beauty that lies under the sea in Maracas Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome Cavallo and his team.
Down here is your home. The human world, it's a mess. Life under the sea It's better than anything they got up there.
You're wrong, I swear.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Nobody beat us, fry us and eat us in fricassee. Under the sea, we want the land folk love to cook. Under the sea, we want the hook. We got no troubles, life is the bubbles. Under the sea, bubbles under the sea, oh, under the sea, under the sea, under the sea. Since life is sweet here, we got the beat here, naturally. Under the sea, even the sturgeon and the ray, they get here and start to play. We got the spirit, you got the head under the sea. The new play the flute, the card play the harp, the quiz play the bass, and they sound the sharp. The bass play the brass, the drum play the top. The flute is a duke and soul. The red he can play the big song. The strings is rocking out. The blackfish she sings, the smelt and the sprite. They know where it's at. They know that goldfish blow. That's right. You better play, boy. When the sun begins to begin, it's music to me. What do they got? A lot of sand. We got the station band. Egypt to clan here, know how to jam here. Oh yes, Egypt to slug here, cutting rug here. Oh yes, Egypt to snail here, know how to wave here. That's why it's hotter under the water. Yeah, we look here, down in the muck here. Under the sea.
12 and Under was powered by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Office of the Prime Minister, TTT Limited, Creamery Novelties, the National Petroleum Marketing Company of Trinidad and Tobago, National Flour Mills, and Radio Shack.